I know 6-0 up is like I'm going overboard there, but we played so good, and everyone was saying before the game, even Fumi got into that draw. I was like, wait, what? Fumi's saying a draw? That I mean, Fumi's she's reading the game and everything. Like I was like, she's getting to that blues now, but I want us to stay positive. I want us to say, stay believing. Yes, the penalty was a bit shitty, but we know VAR's been, is 110% good, 200% bad. It's just the way it is. But I just want to keep spreading that positivity, keep spreading that belief, and kudos to the boys, man. Kudos to all of them. They're making me so happy. I'm over the moon right now. Yeah, that's just my bit for it.
Fantastic.
Uncle Arnold, you're right, Abeg. Thank you. I agree. Let's take a moment to really take it in. We're doing good. See, we're having options now to say, okay, are we going to play Iwobi or are we going to play Chukwueze? These are top players. We have that luxury to decide, which top player we are going to start the next game.
Mm-hmm.
So you're right, man. You're right.
Yeah. Honorable, you can go ahead and speak.
Okay, all right. Yeah, thank you. So, Uncle Arnold, don't be angry at us. I mean, we are dissecting the game from a place of comfort. We've seen. I think in the AFCON, it's only been Cameroon that can say they've also had a fairly decent run. All the other favorites. I remember checking. I was checking the list of
Morocco
favorites.
has as well too, though. But keep going.
Yeah, but Morocco's first.
Baba, they beat Ghana. They beat Comoros. They have 6 points. Come on, man, guys, don't start. Haba.
Morocco beat Ghana. Let's not forget. Yes, we lost our speaker.
Where's Fumi? I heard. I don't know if she's spoken. I think she has, but my network has been acting up. But I want to give her a hard time for her draw, for picking a draw. Yeah.
I think Charles has got into her. I'm sorry.
Listen, but you know what though? No matter how pragmatic I am with my analysis, right? When it gets to my prediction, I always predict that Nigeria will prevail. But I analyze in a very pragmatic and conservative way, just because I feel like the team has so much that it can build upon. But when it comes to the we just relaxed, and it was a little bit frustrating to watch that 25, 30-minute spell after the first goal. But then after that, it was smooth sailing. And then when Iwobi came in the second half, and then also Nwakali later, and we started to pass the ball on the ground more and bring our skilled players into play and try to give them more one-on-one positions. Man, if we had a real center forward, Sudan would have been out of sight. We would have been out of sight. I mean, so not much to complain about except that 25, 30-minute period after we scored the first goal.
That's spot on. That is spot on. The first goal changed everything. I'm surprised Suleiman isn't going crazy about Taiwo, because I remember the first the pre-game that we had, and he was saying this is going to be his tournament, and he's showing it. I'm very, very, very I don't watch Bundesliga if I'm being honest, but I've heard about the Nigerian striker that's doing bits there, and yes, it's taking him time because it's his first AFCON, but he's doing so well. I know he's not clinical. He's not Osimhen. He's not even Igalo. Even if we had Igalo in this game, it would be crazy. The corner kicks, reading the position, being able to be, in that spot to break defense, to just give the defenders something to think about. I can't really see that. Because I think these guys are not like clinical number 9s, right? But Taiwo, goddamn, man, goddamn, I'm just so happy. I'm sorry, I'm so happy. Didn't mean to cut you in there.
Suleiman, are you there? Ovie,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. I thought Awoni played better today than he did the first game, especially in that first half. I think he was very, very, very industrious. I think he worked hard. It's still the same thing, the finishing that we talked about from the first game. Our finishing could be better, but I think Awuni was everywhere. He created some chances. I know there was this one chance that he brought in from the left, like a cutback. He brought
Aribo.
it in. No, Awuni now,
No,
and
the
then
one that
Aribo now
Aribo
missed
missed
it.
now. The one that
Yeah, Aribo
Aribo
missed
missed.
it, but Iheanacho was behind him.
Mm.
You know, so would have been an easy tapping for Iheanacho if the ball had come to him. You get, but you know, so Awoni did good. Aribo, speaking of Aribo, man, Aribo plays one kind of, I don't know if I'll call it Rolls Royce football. It gives me that Pogba at France vibes. You know, he controls the game very well. He two in two for Aribo so far. 2 games, 2 excellent performances for Aribo so far. That's for sure. You know, and I will repeat, even though Man U are beating Villa right now, I still think the Nigerian midfield is better than Manchester United's midfield. But that's another conversation. Does
Okay, I want to ask. I want to ask something. Now, let's say, for instance, Eguavoen goes far and wins this tournament. I know. For now, it's still too early days to think about this. Would it be fair to say we should go with Eguavoen to the World Cup? I don't know, because now we're saying if it's not broken, don't fix it. How do we push this thing that Eguavoen has put so much effort into, and now come with a new manager who starts shopping and changing? I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying. But do we say, okay, Eguavoen should take the front seat while Ozzy takes the back seat? What do you guys think about it?
Okay, Buzi. I think we saw similar situation at AC Milan last year, where they had already lined up Ragnick to take over from Stefano Pioli. But when Stefano Pioli was doing so well, they cut off that, they paid Ragnick off, and Pioli continued as their manager. It can as well happen if Eguavoen goes ahead to win the AFCON. I'm counting on the NFF to make the right decision and give him the job full time. Whatever arrangement they've made with with that other guy, they can go on and put it on hold or basically cut it off. But I think that the team is playing for Eguavoen, and Eguavoen has his stamp on the team from what we have seen so far in the first 180 minutes of the AFCON. But it's very interesting to see how the NFF, go about this whole Eguavoen. And for me, I think right now Eguavoen would be the best person to take Nigeria to the qualifiers of the World Cup in those 2 legs when it being played in March. But let's see what Amaju Phoenix and the rest of the Glasshouse thinks about it.
it'll be madness for us to when is that Jose Pesero? When is he taking over? Is he taking over right before
After the
the?
AFCON.
After the
So
After the
AFCON,
AFCON.
before
okay,
the
it'll be madness if we win the Cup of Nations and then Eguavoen leaves and then another manager takes us into those 2 playoff games in March. I think that would be pure madness. You know, we just have to, if we win it, we have to go with that same momentum into those 2 games, that first and second leg, whoever it is. Bringing in a new coach would just be the worst possible decision. Maybe it might work out, but just looking at it like that, say we win Cup of Nations, the change manager, Omo, that would be suicidal. I don't think we should do that.
Okay, I agree. I also, but I don't know. Contract papers and everything. I don't know. I don't know how possible it is. I don't know how see and wait what Amaju Pinnick and his agents decide to do going forward. So I
Yeah,
think Uncle Arnold has something to say.
yeah. I just wanted to be, someone has alluded to United so much. Obviously, as a United fan, I know the impact of having 4 coaches in the space of what, a year, changing your whole. It could really, really destroy it. I think the way it's going right now, it would be stupid to get another coach. But we know how our country there could be a deal agreed, or there could be something. Our country there could be a deal agreed, or there could be something. But yeah, we should definitely stay with them. I wanted to ask something. Everyone is mentioning. They mentioned a lot of teams, Cameroon and all that, but nobody's really looking at Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast has one of the most balanced team. I mean, even with their striker, I don't know if we're talking dark horses. Who do you guys? What team? I know apart from like Egypt, Morocco, Algeria, obviously pegged as favorites. What other team are you guys looking at? Because I really think we're not really looking at Ivory Coast. Do we even have a chance of meeting them? Because Sebastian Haller is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Highest goal scorer in the Champions League, I think. They've got Baye, Kessié. But again, we're not talking about the team, but I just wanted to ask the question, like, who do you think would be your dark horse with regards to going forward in the AFCON at the moment?
I think their backline is ridiculously suspect, and they don't have a good goalkeeper in the Ivory Coast, right? I don't really see them as a threat. In all honesty, they have a very good forward line, but their backline is ridiculously suspect. So, for some reason, I don't rate them like I would rate Ivory Coast teams of the past. They they just look lightweight for me though, especially in center defense, and they don't have a good goalkeeper. The real teams I'm afraid of, okay, Cameroon, of course, for the home advantage, and they have Onana back. Onana has basically been at rest. He's just playing his football again, right? And he can do a good job in goal. And the striker, I've forgotten his name right now. He's scoring goals left, right, center. Um, so Cameroon, Algeria, of course, even though they drew their first game against Sierra Leone. Um, Senegal.
Abubakar.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Yeah.
yeah.
We can hear you.
So Senegal, Cameroon, Algeria. Those are the teams I'm actually looking at. But for Ivory Coast, I don't think that there will be a real threat or a real problem to the Super Eagles. And of course, we've dealt with Egypt earlier on. So yeah.
It doesn't mean because we've dealt with Egypt, too. Teams they pick up as tournament progresses. So do not rule out Egypt. Do not rule out Egypt. That's what I'll say. You can beat a team in the opening game now, and then you meet that team in the semi-final, and they'll knock you out. You get. So one thing I'll say though is that I do not expect any small team to win AFCON this year. I think it's going to go to one of the big sides. So one of the top West African teams and Central African team like Cameroon, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, or one of the North African teams. I just don't see any of the other 24 teams outside of both regions winning it. I just don't see it. But that said, real quick before Sly comes back up, who is the player of the tournament so far? I know it's fairly early, but if AFCON were to end, because I think almost everybody has played 2 games, right?
Yeah,
At
yeah,
this
yeah.
point, who would you pick as player of some tournament? Who has the
Joe
best?
Aribo.
Abubakar, easy peasy. Abubakar,
Is it
easy
solely
peasy.
because he has scored 4 goals?
Yeah, let's not be sentimental, bro. Easy peasy, Abubakar.
I would say Aribo for me. I would say Aribo. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm like because
Yep,
it's
I'm
like
biased too.
I would say I would say Aribo.
Wow.
He's in Golo Kante. If we were able to get Carroll from Watford and Dennis, with Aribo and what's his name, Ndidi, we'll probably have the best. We would have a dream centre midfield of like top European clubs if we can. I think Aribo is playing. He's playing out of his mind, to be honest. So yeah, I would definitely peg him for my player of the tournament so far.
Wow, it's Ndidi for me. Wilfred Ndidi of Leicester. In fact, I've been watching him closely, and if what's how Ndidi is positively impacting the Niger team, I wish as a Ghanaian, I wish Thomas Partey was doing same. Ndidi's passes and how he's able to create chances. He doesn't, how he's able to win the ball and make his distribution is so incredible. Please, let's pay attention and watch Ndidi closely. Ndidi coming from Leicester and playing in this game has been so incredible for me. So far, for me, it's Ndidi. For me, it's Wilfred Ndidi. And Team Nigeria has done it again. I've been telling my Ghanaian friends to watch and learn. Coach Milo has to watch and learn. Team Nigeria has done it for me. And I was so impressed. I realized the team has a good bench, and with Nwakale, Musa, and Iwobi, they were so great. And I realized any player from the bench could take the mantle and showcase his prowess. 2 games having 6 points is so incredible. I said it earlier on. Nigeria will go far, go past quarter final, go past the semis, possibly in the final. So it's a great team effort. Nigeria is exciting to watch compared to all the 24 teams. Nigeria is very exciting to watch. When they score, they're able to protect their lead till the game ends. So it's a progress from the first game against Egypt. It's 3-1 now. And against Guinea, the last match, they are going to massacre them. So Team Nigeria all the way. And a team with a solid bench, you can't. And there's a team without Igalo, Osimhen, and Dennis. Imagine these 3 players were there. That would have been very impressive. It's too early though, but I can bet Nigeria will cross past quarterfinal, semi-final, and get to the final. All right, that's my submission. And Ghanaians should learn. Ghana team should learn
Chale,
and stop the game they are giving us. The Ghana
Chale,
team should learn. Should
Etisen,
learn. Should learn from Team Nigeria, because yesterday what they gave us was a very poor game. Team management from the coach, it was so poor. How can you score and say fair because of fair play? You couldn't defend your lead, and it was 1-1 against Gabon. Team Nigeria has impressed me so much, and we are throwing all our support behind Team Nigeria, expecting Team Nigeria to go past semi-final and into the final. That's my submission.
we need to
Thank you,
send this young man.
sir.
We need to send this young man a Nigerian card. He's making Nigerian heads swell. Nigerian, look at all the hundreds that this guy is getting in Twitter space. I don't think even average Nigerians are giving themselves that kind of hundreds. So, Chale, you have earned yourself a Nigerian card. Thank you very much.
That's so impressive.
But
Hello.
don't worry. Nigeria is supporting Ghana, so don't listen to Shatawale. We are supporting you. Music and in football, we are supporting you. Don't listen to Shatta.
I actually think that Ghana was robbed by the decision of the referees yesterday. I know they didn't play very well, but I think that Gabon scoring off a ball that they were supposed to return to the team, that was poor play. Reminds me of Kanu's first match playing for Arsenal and going to score off a ball like that, and the match had to be replayed. So just trying to make excuses for Ghana. For me, I think the 2 people that have impressed me would have to be Aribo and Iheanacho. I know Iheanacho has only scored 1 goal, but I like his leadership of the front. I like how he's very calm. I like how he's been basically, because this is my issue with why I don't think the Nigerian team is going to win the Nations Cup. I'm a Nigerian, but this is just my candid opinion. We don't have a creative person who can pass in between the box, in between the lines. If you watch what Man City played against Chelsea today, we do not have a Kevin De Bruyne, we do not have a Bernardo Silva.
No team has a Kevin De Bruyne, but continue.
But that is going to affect you when you start to play
You didn't mind this
tougher
brother,
matches.
Kevin De Bruyne in Africa.
No,
But go ahead. I didn't hear
nobody has
you.
No.
said
Go on.
I'm
The thing
not
that
talking
is
about
best me.
Kevin De Bruyne in Africa. I'm saying a
Baba,
person like that.
Baba, that's blasphemy, man. You didn't mention big
Calm
names
down,
from,
Who gets on for who get Kevin De Bruyne for Africa? Who?
No.
Who?
Wait till I talk and I say, calm down. I'm saying we do not have a player that can play in between the lines. This is the issue I have with Aribo. I loved that
We have a player
chance
that can
he
play in
created.
between the lines.
I love the chance he created.
We have
with
many
Awoni.
players that can play between the lines.
No. Wait,
Wait,
now. Just hold
let
on.
Rotimi finish.
Let me finish.
who did we lose?
I love the chance he
Now
created
see,
with
Nigerian
himself and
mob mentality. Now
Awoni, where he
don't
gave the
Rotimi
ball
has
to
lost
Awoni.
his connection.
Like,
You do not have
he's
such
still
rights.
talking.
Hear
Who
it
was
from you.
speaking
Right.
before we
We
log
can
on
hear
to
it.
me?
Who
Anyone there?
has given you those kind of powers? You don't have those kind of powers. Calm down.
Hello?
I loved
Going
how
once?
Aribo played with
Going
himself and
twice?
Awoni, and I think if he can
Or am
start
I speaking to
scoring, he'll
myself?
become a better player,
Yes, you are.
and that would be awesome. So for me, Cameroon to win. That's just fact.
Wait. So just to recap, sorry, because we kind of cut you short. So you are saying Nigeria will not win AFCON because we do not have a creative player, but Cameroon will win AFCON.
Yes,
Okay.
and
So
let me explain to you why.
Who is Cameroon's
who's their
creative player?
who's the one
That's the
that's
point.
Who is their
Cameroon does
KDB?
not. Did you watch what Cameroon played in their second match? Did you see it?
we watched
Did
it
you
now?
watch that match?
Bro, the reality is the score flattered Cameroon, if we're being honest. That 4-1, that wasn't a 4-1 game, but I guess. They have a player, though, this other guy called Ekambi. I think Ekambi is a good player. I think he also scored 2 goals and he had an assist. So Cameroon has
Yeah.
some creativity, but I wouldn't come out and now say that Nigeria, just because we do not have a Kevin De Bruyne style player, then it's a problem that cuts
Get me over here.
across the whole of AFCON.
Get me over here. Here's what I'm saying. Against Sudan, you don't need that kind of player. Against Guinea-Bissau, you don't need that kind of player. When you get to the semi-finals and you get to the final, you're going to be playing either of the top 3 teams. That is when you need that kind of player. Aribo can't do it because I saw him do it once or twice. And I'm saying if Aribo decides to up his game, it was the issue I had with Iwobi playing for the Super Eagles for many, many years. He just could not do it consistently. But I saw Aribo do it today, and I feel it's something he needs to add to his game. The minute he's able to add that, that can be the clincher. I watched Nigeria play Cameroon 2000 Nations Cup live in Lagos. Truth be told, this is what Cameroon plays, and this is our style. The difference between the Cameroon of 2000 and the Nigeria of 2000 is we had a JJ, we don't have a JJ right now. So we need someone to do that. That's all. That's my position.
Rotimi,
Thank
just listen to what the rest of the space is saying. The rest of the space is saying the whole of Africa have no JJ Okocha right now. There is no KDB in the whole of Africa, right? So there is a certain way Africa plays football.
Attention, cause the boost ain't fuck with the real one, the man a bootleg. Girl pulling up to the side of the passenger. So she wants someone flyer, sir. Me a flyer than an astronaut. Never been caught like Juggernaut, man, unstoppable. Got to have my way.